When the founder of the StockExec system, Sidney Tremaine, asked me to give you a high-level tour around StockExec, he wondered what would be most valuable to show you on this insider's tour. Well, to start with, we have created easy success start videos for you, so the minute you come on board, you can hit the ground running. On the private members site, we quote-unquote take you by the hand and walk you through step by step how to easily select the stocks and let the system time the buy and sell for you. That's how we get such spectacular returns. It's a system. No guessing and no testing. You will have unrestricted use of the site and the system when you accept our 14-day free trial. If I were in your shoes, I would first want to know that the figures were real and not yet another internet scam. To start with, we have had programmers working for 7 years straight to integrate Sidney's 62 years of stock investing expertise into this system. Then we back-tested this StockExec system from 1970 to 2016. That's almost 46 years. With this system, we have generated an average annual return of 36.58% on closed or completed trades. That's more than triple the S&P and more than 6 times the average investor. Those are the highest numbers we have seen anywhere, generated from conservative long and medium-term investments. But we would much rather that you experience those returns in your bank account than me just telling you about them. I guess I'll have to wait until you decide to come on board. The second thing I'd want to know, if I were in your shoes, is whether the reward or return was worth the risk. 2 thoughts on risk and reward. First, we are not saying you will never experience short-term losses on paper. What we are saying is that the system is designed to net optimize returns, therefore both preserving your capital while at the same time generating capital gains. Second point in your favor is that we take 100% of the risk on fees. This means that we do not charge fees for buying and selling activity, as typical brokers do. We only charge when and after you make positive returns. It's called the profit-only fee. More specifically, you get 100% of your first 6% return and 80% of all the rest of your returns. So, for example, you make a 35% gross return, we receive 5.8%. You earn 29.2% net return, still almost triple the S&P 500. If we are to be paid, you must first have positive results. This profit-only fee is a positive industry disruptor, in your favor. Third question I would be asking is, who's in control of my money? The simple answer is, you are. You remain in full control of your money and investments in a separate discount brokerage account of your choice. We do not touch your money or your investments. We just provide you with the best timing of your buy, hold and sell actions that produce the best systematic year-over-year returns that we know of. Next, we want to quickly show you these results in 2 different ways. One with the results of a public account, the other with the results of the entire system. Finally, we'll end off with a quick insider tour that will answer the question, is it easy? Can I do it? And the short answer is, yes. So the public account I want to show you now, our founder Sidney set up a short while ago to demonstrate that the system really works. But first, I have to take care of a legal requirement and warn you that past results are no guarantee of future results or that you will not lose money. The demonstration account you see here was started before dozens of witnesses less than 2 months before this video was made. You might think that Sidney used his 62-year stock investing experience to pick the quote-unquote right stocks included in this portfolio. Nothing could be further from the truth. The system picked the stocks. Each selection was the one that was closest to a buy target at the time. Sidney wanted the portfolio set up in a way that anyone, even with absolutely zero experience, could duplicate the results. The results in less than 31 days were 85.19%. Now, Sidney would be the first one to tell you that it would be unrealistic to expect these returns year over year. Yet the key is the system selected the stocks for us, not an individual person. Therefore, you too can follow the advice of the system and replicate high returns. In fact, Sidney had 2 Panamanian children to use the system. They were an 11 and 9-year-old who didn't speak a word of English. After over a year, they were tied with the S&P. whereas most quote-unquote real investors underperformed or lost capital. So that was the results in a recent public account. Now let's show you the results from the whole system. Here is the annual rate of return of the StockExec system back-tested almost 46 years. 36.58% annual ROI on closed or completed trades. The only way to get numbers that are more than triple an index or system such as the S&P 500 is to build a better system, which is exactly what we've done. The most recent 18 to 24 months has been terrible to generate decent returns with most stocks. So let's take a look at what the StockExec system has been producing with open trades in the same time period. In the last 1.88 years, StockExec's current ongoing investments have averaged 25.81%. So that is a picture of the actual results. The final questions I'd be asking is it easy? Can I do it? This answer we'll demonstrate to you right now with a quick visual insider tour of the StockExec system itself. The short answer is that you can get these industry-beating returns without ever having to understand or master the stock market, because the system has already done that for you. Now I'm going to show you a short video inside the private member system. Below your Success Start videos, you'll see the second tab labeled SE Stock System, so we'll click on that, then to Recommendations. Then scroll down and select the top closest to buy recommendation in 10 different diversified sectors. You'll enter the same 10 stocks in your discount brokerage account. Each week, for less than 10 minutes, you'll update those 10 numbers from StockExec to your brokerage account until there is a signal to buy. That's it. Then you may do nothing for months while your stock value grows and the system has a hold recommendation on the stock. Then at some point in the future, under the third tab labeled My Stock Portfolio, the system will start giving you close to sell signals, which you will enter once a week into your discount brokerage account until it triggers a sale, and your returns are generated. So in summary, you are getting returns that are triple the S&P 500 for an annual membership access of $997, with fees only when and after you make returns. The only thing you have to do to get access is activate your membership by clicking through to this access page. You'll see that we're also giving you the first 14 days on us to try the system out for free. Then on top of that, because we realize 14 days is not enough time to prove its value, we have also added a 365-day money-back guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied after using the system for a full year, we'll return your $997 member fee, no questions asked. In summary, keep on doing what you have been doing, and you will keep on getting the same results, and keep on relying on the same old systems for the same old results. Or you access a new approach for new, higher proven results. And that's what StockExec is, a new systematic approach that produces predictably high returns. Change the bottom line in your bank account starting today, now versus later, or never. I and Sydney and the whole StockExec team offer you an early welcome aboard to the StockExec system and family of investors.